Boker Tov, good morning, and happy Lag BaOmer, the 33rd day of the Omer. Today is Lag BaOmer, and it is a day which we treat with, we celebrate. In the context of the ancient story we're told of that Rabbi Akiva had students, many of them, a vast number of students who all perished, we're told, because they didn't treat each other with kavod, and on Lag BaOmer, that ceased. It's over. It's over, and somehow we can return to something better. And so, Lag BaOmer is a day which became a festive day, also to Shimon Bar Yochai, which one of his Talmidim. But today I want to focus on Rabbi Akiva for just a moment here, and we'll learn a teaching of Rabbi Akiva from Pirkei Avot that from last week's, the third chapter, Mishnah 15. He says in a somewhat cryptic fashion, Hakol tzafui, everything is seen, the full scope. Reshut netuna, and permission is granted. Uvatov ha'olam nidon, and the world is judged in goodness or for the good. V'akol afi rov ha'maaseh, and everything goes according to the majority of actions. What does this mean? What message is he conveying? Let's start with the first two pieces. On the one hand, we say God is omniscient. God knows everything. And God is omnipresent. He exists everywhere and outside of time. So that God knows the past, God knows the present, God knows the future. Hakol tzafui. So we know that the perhaps you've thought about the difficult logic challenge. If God knows everything then is preordained, and we have no free will. And the answer is no. Nonetheless, reshut netuna, God's foreknowledge does not prevent people from having full reshut, full choice to make decisions in their lives for good or for bad. God doesn't get in the way, and God's knowledge of it doesn't somehow hinder it, and He's not going to bother with some of the challenges that we might have in comprehending that. So it is. God knows all, and yet He gives you free ability to make all choices. And then he says, Avot ha'olam nidon, you should know about God, that He judges the world for the good, that there is a presumption of goodness, that God uses goodness to judge the world. We should not think that God is harsh and rash, and that's the way God functions in this world. No. Avot ha'olam nidon. And lastly, Hakol afi rov ha'maaseh, everything goes according to the majority of deeds. The Rambam is quoted here by Rav Kahati. It goes by the number of times you do actions, even if they're small, versus the magnitude of a single act. It's more valuable and more powerful for a person to continuously do good acts, maybe the same acts again and again and again. That is received by God in a much bigger way than doing one grand sweeping good act. I mean, we don't dismiss those things, but nonetheless, that's not. We should know that that's the way we should live in our world and live in God's world, doing good regularly, and God does good regularly with us as well. Wishing you all a Lag BaOmer that is joyful, haircuttable, and music-filled, and rejoicing coming your way. Have a great day.